Sonicmon is a Pokemon FireRed RomHack that features 151 Sonic characters with their FireRed storyline. Today we're going to see how fun it is as a fan of the Sonic franchise. Regardless of the bad games we've been getting, I still love the series to this day, and will always do. Funny enough, the protagonist is Chris from Sonic X, and I'm glad that it's not red like many of the ROM hacks that I played. The starters are Sonic, Silver, and Shadow, so I wonder if this is a reference to Sonic 06. Anyways, I chose Sonic, the best hedgehog of the Sonic franchise. I'm just kidding, I went for Shadow the Hedgehog. He is indeed the edgiest and my favorite of them all. Always love Shadow, it's the mascot of the channel after all. On the first rival battle, we went against Sonic and I spammed tackle and won. Shadow is a fighting dark, so it's probably gonna be very good for this game. I don't even know, I'm just saying this because I want to believe it. On the first route, the encounters are very strong, so that means tackle is not effective, so it's going to be a little tiring to level up, but it's okay. So I went ahead and got myself the parcel, got a Pokeball so we can catch some nice hedgehog, Echitas, whatever. At level 9, I learned Chaos Control, and sadly this move is teleport. I mean, it makes sense, it just sucks that that's what I learned as my next move. On round 22, I encounter all Knuckles, and I caught it, because Knuckles is dope as hell too, man. I love this character. He's a fighting type, which makes total sense, so maybe he's gonna be good. I guess we'll find out soon enough. Next is the second rival battle, and I learned Spin Jump during the fight, and it's a fighting type move. Finally, something great. So I won, you already know. I really enjoy what the creator did to the Pokeball teacher, as you can see. Thank you so much for doing this. He always deserves to be there. It's like, come on now, I know how to catch a Pokemon. The first gym leader is Brock, as always. And he used many cool hedgehogs that were super easy to defeat with my fighting moves. So I feel like the fighting moves are probably going to be the best in this game. But we'll see. We never know what we gonna encounter. So yeah, I got the dub. I learned Chaos Spears, and it seems to be a very good move. I'm really glad that there's many Sonic moves in this game, which makes the game more fun and more different than many ROM hacks. Anyways, the next Sonic character that I caught was Aeon. I never heard of this Sonic character before, maybe because I haven't read the comic, so that's probably why. And it was very hard to catch because he kept using teleport, so I had to keep going strong and persevere in order to catch this goddamn hedgehog. Glad that I got it though. It looks cool, it looks powerful. I guess we'll find out. In mounting mode, there's so many cool Sonic characters to fight, and while fighting them I learned Chaos Attack with Shadow, and that move does 70 of power already, so I guess we're just getting started. I got the Elix Fossil, and I'm very curious to find out what it will turn into, so if I don't forget to give it in Cinnabar Island, I'll definitely get him. I feel like I will forget though. We'll see. No promises. That's what I'm gonna say here. In Saffron City, I challenged a rival once again to another fight, and with our fighting type moves, it was a no-brainer to win. Then I fought all the trainers on the bridge, and there's just so many cool hedgehog in this game that I love seeing, or character from the franchise, guys. So another thing that is very cool about this game is that all the trainers that you see with those cool hedgehogs or character, you can actually catch them in that same route. That's what the creator is saying, so props to that if we find them in the grass. And yes, I did. I caught Bark from Sonic Fighters, and he is an ice type character, so I like him. I'm gonna add him to the party for now. It seems like in this game, most of the fighters are all fighting time though. But anyways, good news, I found the Firestone, and with the Firestone near the Bill's house, I was able to use it on Shadow, and he evolved into Super Shadow already, so it's pretty insane. So I'm guessing the stones has something to do with the evolution of the hedgehog. So hopefully we get some nice other one to find out what they can evolve into. I challenged Misty, and with Super Shadow, she stand no chance. I'm on my super form, baby. I went on the boat to fight a rival again, and this time he had Sonic turn into Super Sonic, but that didn't stop me. You already know Super Shadow is more stronger than Super Sonic. Come on, let's not jeez it too much. On this next fight, it was time to go against a Lieutenant Surge, and it was a very simple fight, trust me. The only annoying thing that happened is I got paralyzed. Regardless of that, I still won. And I gotta say that I'm having such a blast playing this game so far. It's just really cool that we can play with some cool hedgehogs and fighters, whatever you want to call them. And I still hope that we can get Sonic by the end of this playthrough. But if I'm not mistaken, because I trust Shadow, the only time I'm gonna be able to get Sonic will be at the cave near Saffron City, where you normally get Mewtwo. So we'll see if we get him by then or not. And before heading to the next cave, my friend, I found a Thunderstone, and I was able to use it on Super Shadow. I didn't have to, because Super Shadow is dope, but he turned into Dark Shadow. As much as I think he looks sick, I gotta admit that I love more Super Shadow than this guy, but I'm guessing that Dark Shadow is gonna be more stronger than Super Shadow, but we'll see, we'll see. You guys know, if you're a fan of Sonic, you probably know who's the strongest between the two. But anyways, with Spin Attack, I one-shotted every single foes of Erika's team, so yes, I'm very happy with that. And now, instead of fighting Giovanni, it's Dr. Eggman, and it makes sense. I'm glad that he put him in the game. I wish there were more Sonic characters from the series for the villains instead of just the same, you know, gym leaders. But I guess the boss, at least, of Team Rocket is Dr. Eggman. He doesn't have his own sprites in the overworld, so it's kind of funny to just see him as Giovanni, so I'm guessing he's just disguising himself as of now. Anyways, the rival battle in Leventon Town was a bit annoying because of Sonic Xe. He's a ghost type, and I didn't really pay attention, so he killed my Shadow, but thankfully he used Curse, so he killed himself. And I'm gonna say that our rival is getting some very powerful fighters on his side, which I'm gonna need very soon, I guess. I don't know. Anyways, I decided not to catch anything in here as much as I wanted to, because I feel like in the future we'll probably get something better, who knows. So I used the Poke Flute, and funny enough, Wild Big the Cat appeared, so I wanted it, so I caught it. So yeah, we got Big the Cat on our side. He doesn't really have any cool moves as of yet, maybe later, but at least he's level 30, so it makes it cooler to have someone strong already on the team. I also caught a Rouge at level 28, so she's pretty high level. She's fighting in Dark type like Shadow. I just love Rouge, you know, because Team Omega, if I'm not mistaken, is one of my favorite one from Sonic Heroes. So if we can find Omega, I'll definitely add him to the party. Is it Team Omega or was it Team Dark? I forgot. It's been too long. Anyways, I caught also a Tail, who is normal flying, really like it, so it's gonna send the party. At the Saffron Zone, I caught a Blaze, and she's fire type, and also a Knuckles, and this Knuckle was a pain to catch. The reason why I went for this Knuckles is because it's higher in level, and it's not the all Knuckles, it's actually Knuckles, but from what I heard, you can actually evolve your own Knuckles into Knuckles with some leveling. But anyways, now that this is settled in the Saffron Zone, we went against leader Koga. And yeah, I tried not to laugh during this fight because I won. Next is the rival battle in Saffron City. This one was a bit harder than the usual because of Hypersonic. Like, it's crazy that he has Hypersonic just like that. Maybe we should have gone with Sonic at this point, you know? But it doesn't really matter, guys. I feel like with Dark Shadow, it doesn't matter because we still won, you know what I mean? But anyways, Dr. Eggman was back for another fight in Saffron City. This fight was quite easy. We also got Ermel instead of Lapras for the sake of Sonic X. Decided to add him to the party because why not? And I'm pretty sure he can evolve in some manners soon enough, you'll see. And I decided to remove Big the Cat for him instead because, you know, Big the Cat is just a lazy, he's just a lazy guy who's looking for Froggy. So we went back to the Celadon Depth. We went to the Celadon Depth, and I bought some stones, which each cost $10,000. But that means you can evolve many of your fighters with that. So if I want to get Super Shadow back, I can. I'm gonna keep Dark Shadow though. So anyways, with the Firestone, Knuckles evolved to Super Knuckles, and it looks amazing. With Thunderstar, Ermel evolved to Elec Ermel. He can actually evolve from different ones as well, but I've wanted an electric type, why not? I used another Firestone on Tail, and he became Super Tail. And yeah, I'm very happy with those guys. In the Mythil Caves, I caught the legendary, the one and only Mythils, which looks great, and it's a ghost type that is level 50, so it's definitely staying on the team. It was very easy to catch because I used the Master Ball, like I always do when I play those games as well. I caught a Fleetway Sonic, and it looks badass and scary at the same time, so that's why I got it. Now we went against Blaine, the 7 gym leader who has mini fire type, and honestly this fight was a bit hard due to me not going back to heal, so I had to use a max revive on Shadow to secure the dub. If it wasn't for that, it probably would have been much easier, but it's okay. We still acquired the 7 gym badge, and now all we have left, my friend, is one more badge. But while I was heading to Padded Town, a random triangle was on the ground, so I touched it, and guess who he was? Infinite. The sad part about it is he's only level 5, but I caught him anyway, add him to the party, maybe will be good. So I said bye to Emerald, as much as Emerald is cool and all. You know, I don't really care. I think Infinite is just cooler. That was like the only good thing about Sonic Forces, honestly. And now, I was about to head to the A gym, guys, and you probably noticed while I was doing this is I forgot to go to the 6th gym. So yeah, I had to go all the way back to challenge Sabrina, took her down, took no time, of course, and now let's actually go to the A gym leader, Dr. Eggman. This fight was quite easy. Shadow just has the advantage over anybody at this point. The next rival battle was difficult. I lost to Hypersonic because of Aero Blast, so it made me realize that, look, Aero Blast has 5 PPs. That means if I keep doing some switch back and forth, he will run out of Aero Blast, because that's my only weakness right now against his team. So I gotta remember that in the league once we challenge him again. But after this, I finally won against Hypersonic and all his other fighters, thankfully. So I'll be prepared, because I know what's gonna happen in against the champion if I don't do the right thing. But anyways, as for the league, this is my team: Dark Shadow, Mephiles, Infinite, Super Knuckles, Tails, and Fleetway. And if you haven't noticed, they're not high in level because I didn't train them. I feel like in Pokemon FireRed in general, it's very hard to train all your other Pokemons if you don't have the experience share, and for some reason, you know, it's kind of hard to get. I'm pretty sure I need a certain amount of catching to get the experience shares in this game, so I was like, you know what, I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm just gonna go with my guts feeling and see how that goes. So yes, Dark Shadow and Mephiles are gonna be the best one for this, since they are my highest levels. So here goes nothing. The first member was very difficult. I really didn't expect Mephiles to be so useless in that fight, but he was. But again, our nice starter, Dark Shadow, pulled through, especially against Chaos 4. It's cool to see Chaos, though. I was happy, even though he's a villain. It's always cool to see him in any Sonic games. So yeah, I really struggle, and I'm very glad that I'm not doing a solo run right now. I'm definitely taking a little break from those solo runs, and I just like to have cool characters on my side when I play a new RomHack. It's better than just one, right? Bruno was easier, I gotta admit, and it was still difficult due to Super Shadow and the fact that he used agility, so it makes it harder because he can attack me faster and stronger. Anyways, I'm getting very nervous because I only have one more revive and a few healing items, so I really need to be careful on my next move against Agatha. Lucky me, Agatha was a much easier opponent. I didn't use my last revive for anyone just yet, so I want to save it for Shadow if he dies or in a future fight or not, because we still have 2 more fights to go through, guys. So yeah, the fight was good. But anyways, now I'm getting very nervous because we don't have much left, and now we're going against Lance. And funny enough, this fight was easier than I expected. The only issue I had during this fight is that I run out of PP for Aerial Ace. So I don't know how I'm gonna do against the champion now, but we'll see how that goes. So, you know, I changed the moveset for Mephiles at this point just to see if it's gonna help against the last battle. And as for Shadow, I also added light speed that we got over time, that I don't even remember how I got it, but I do have this moveset now, and I think with that we might have a chance to win this, guys. But anyways, here we are against the final battle of the game, and sadly we didn't get Sonic. It's okay though. So he first sent out a special Knuckle, and he cannot attack me with his move, so I maxed out on Calm Mind and Double Team. So I guess a little guy right here is like Mephiles is actually very useful right here, because since he can't do anything, then eventually he died with Nightshade and Casper. It took a couple times, but it was well worth it. Next it's Infinite. I used Chaos Spear and killed it. For his third one, he sent on special Metal Sonic, so I sent on Shadow and killed it with super speed. Same for Shattuck. I love the guy too. I used it against for Scourge, and last year biggest threat. So far the run has been great. I could have kept my little guy Mephiles for the rest of the fight, but it doesn't matter because now, like I said, Hypersonic is the final foe. So I use 1 super speed, then I die, so I switched to Mephiles. So I used the revive because I wanted to, you know, save my little Shadow. So I noticed that Hypersonic was only going for Aero Blast. So because I was able to survive one hit with my files, you know, a little MVP for the final battle, guys, I just kept on healing and it worked. You know, like I said before in the last rival battle, if he run out of PP with Arrow Blast, well, it's game over for this little guy. So because I was doing that, guys, I run out of PP as well. But it didn't really affect me because I was using Struggle, and because he didn't have any Arrow Blast, it didn't really matter when he was hitting me, guys. And it worked really well because then he died and I went with Dark Shadow, so I hit him with Super Speed and won. So just like that, my friend, we are now the champion of the Sonic League. This was very fun and challenging, and I really enjoyed the fact that there's so many Sonic characters from the franchise, and taking a break as well from doing solo run on those FireRed RomHacks really made it more fun to play. So I'm probably gonna do that moving forward, except if we do play the regular FireRed or any regular games. But other than that, we're always gonna do them where we can have a full party, so we can really enjoy the RomHack to the fullest. So shout out to the creator, and I'll see you guys in the next one.